Lights low, screens glow, real news in the air. Welcome to the movie Lair. From Marvel to DC, every frame gets shared. Welcome to the movie Lair. No cap, no spin, just cinema flair. If it's film or TV, yeah, you know we there. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Yeah. Welcome to the movie Lair. We report the facts and the rumors, just keeping it square. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Lights low, screens glow, real news in the air. Welcome to the movie Lair. From Marvel to DC, every frame gets shared. Welcome to the movie Lair. No cap, no spin, just cinema flair. If it's film or TV, yeah, you know we there. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. We report the facts and the rumors, just keeping it square. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. We report the facts and the rumors, just keeping it square. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Yeah. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the movie Lair. Lights low, screen glow, real news in the air. Welcome to the movie Lair. From Marvel to DC, every frame is there. Welcome to the movie Lair. No cat, no spin, just cinema slayer. It's full TV, ain't no we air. Welcome to the movie Lair. Welcome to the Lair. Welcome to the Lair. We report the facts and the rumors, just keeping this plan. Welcome to the movie Lair.
Ciao, y'all. It has been a week. It has been a week, and I'm 8 minutes late because right as the show was getting ready to start, some Tyler Perry news dropped, so I had to go back in and update how the show was gonna run because I gotta include that. But whew, Paramount got it going on. Paramount got it going on, baby. They shaking the game up. But what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Like Wendy Williams said, how y'all doing? Oh, I'm gonna give it a couple minutes and let everybody get in here. This is gonna be a long show, y'all. I got a lot of stuff to go over this week. Not a lot of comic book stuff. It's just a lot of different like movie news and TV news happened this week. Not too much with Marvel and DC outside of the obvious, but yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Lauren said, "Yep, I posted that in Dre chat. They said no, I know black to BET plus. That's interesting. This is so interesting. Because what are they gonna do with BET plus? Like, I don't look, y'all. I don't think it's gonna be no more BET plus. I think BET plus is gone. They claim they just merging it with Paramount Plus. Ciao. Lauren says she got that merch. Yeah, I got my merch on. There's vampires in the hive. There's vampires in the beehive, and I got my movie Lair hat. You know, I'm still getting my store up and running. But y'all should go to my website, www.themovielair.com. I got some like fun little t-shirts and stuff up, but I'm still working on it. Y'all, this stuff with Paramount is Interesting. Oh, Lawrence. Hold on, Lawrence. Now I got to get a super chat video. Lawrence just gave me a little super. Hold on. I made some new super chat videos. I am just that Tyler Perry news shocked me, y'all. It just kind of caught me off guard. But y'all, for y'all just coming in, Lawrence just gave me a super chat. So I gotta play a little super chat video for Lawrence.
Shout out to the super chat. 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 Shout out.
Shout out to the super chat. Thank you, Lawrence. I appreciate that for sure. For sure. I don't know if you big bro or little bro. We might be the same age, but I'm gonna say little bro. Shout out little bro Lawrence. Oh man. Oh man. That Tyler Perry news just kind of threw me for a little loop. I wasn't expecting that. I had my show ready to go, and then just bam, Tyler Perry might be out at BET Plus. Quite interesting. But we finna get this thing rocking and rolling because it's 7:15. Y'all know I don't like to be here longer than 2 hours. I don't like to be here longer than an hour. So we finna get this thing rocking and rolling. And hopefully when everybody else get here, they get it rocking and rolling. Let me get everything loaded up. Cause we got some stuff to get into today, y'all. Hope y'all are having a great Friday. Hopefully we won't be here long so y'all can get out and enjoy y'all night. And we finna get this thing rocking and rolling. What up, y'all? Tina here. And this is another episode with the movie Lair. I think we are on what episode we on? Episode 10, 2026. And we got a lot to talk about, y'all. We are going to talk about the new Tyler Perry news. We're going to talk about Aaron Pierre joining Superman 2 and why is everybody so shocked. We're also going to talk about some X-Files updates. We got some updates on X-Files plus a lot more. Plus a lot more. So I appreciate y'all once again. If you're listening to me with audio only, great. If you hear in the chat, let me know you here. If you catching this on the replay, gang, I appreciate y'all watching the replay. But we finna get this thing rocking and rolling. Xavier said, never a boring moment with Tyler Perry. Never, never, never. What up, Q? Q said, what up, Tina? Appreciate the gift. For sure, for sure. Thank you for being a member, Q. If you are a member of the movie Lair, I try to look out for my people. So I had to put some in the mail for Q to show my appreciation. And Lawrence, I appreciate you always supporting, sending a little super chat. I appreciate everybody who takes their time out to come hang out with me on a Friday evening or watch the replay. I appreciate all y'all because, like I tell y'all every week, this is what motivates us. This is what kind of keeps us going. This is what makes all the late nights working on all this stuff worth it is, people to engage with. So I appreciate y'all. But let's get into it. Like always, we're gonna go through some of the general movie news first. Then towards the end, we'll get into Marvel and DC. So let's rock out. Princetta said, hey Tina. Hey Princetta. Lauren said Aaron Pierre will get them black dollars. They know. Yeah. What up, Collector's Rain? What up? What up, everybody? Hey, Magician. What's up? I appreciate all my folks checking in, but let's get into it, y'all. This is gonna be a interesting show. So much happening. My gosh. What we starting off with? Garfield. Let me get my little chair down so I can fit in the square. Y'all, I was kind of taken up for Paramount a little bit. Now this Tyler Perry news got me second guessing them. So let's we're gonna talk about Uncle Tyler a little later on in the show. I don't know if y'all know what just happened over there, but we definitely gonna talk about Uncle Tyler. All right. So, first topic, we are going to talk about Garfield. So, it looks like Garfield is officially making a comeback to TV because Paramount Plus just ordered a brand new animated series. And the wild part is they got Lamorne Morris, who a lot of people know from New Girl and Fargo, stepping in to voice Garfield. The show has Garfield has been they've been trying to figure out a way to bring Garfield back, but this particular show is being produced by Nickelodeon Animation, and it's going to be a 2D animated series, which honestly feels like the right move since that's just how classic Garfield looks. He's usually most of the time in 2D. Now, Garfield as a franchise is kind of crazy when you think about it. This orange cat has been around for almost 50 years with over 200 million comic book readers, and he's already had like multiple shows and movies across generations. So Paramount clearly sees value in bringing the character back for a new audience, especially in this streaming era. Y'all know what? I never knew that Garfield was a comic book character. I didn't know that. I don't know what I thought Garfield was. I thought he was just. I remember reading books, but not necessarily comic books, and I remember seeing him on TV. But I did not know Garfield was like a comic book character. Learn something new every day. But looks like the Garfield TV show will be coming to Paramount Plus because Paramount is trying to build their content up over there for sure. The Magician says, I'm here for it low key. It's one of my favorites. I used to watch it growing up. Xavier said Paramount is out here gobbling up all the power pellets. Hey, they ain't playing, bro. They ain't playing. All right, what we got next? Uncle Damon. Uncle Damon. In other Paramount news, BET just greenlit a new talk show called OG Stories hosted by Dame Dash. And this one might get interesting real quick. This show is supposed to come out this spring. Is this something y'all are interested in? Are y'all gonna watch this? Because if you know anything about Dame Dash, that man is a character. Okay, he is a character. He's never been shy about speaking his mind. And over the years, he has definitely rubbed some people the wrong way in the industry. Okay, so my first question is who is actually gonna pull up and be guest on this show? Like who finna come and sit and talk with Dame Dash? Because depending on who sits in that chair, the conversations can either be full of game or it's gonna be like our old uncle sitting around talking about the old days. But another thing I'm wondering about this is who's this show for? Like who is the target audience? Because realistically, the people who might be interested in hearing Dame Dash talk about business, hip hop history, and culture are probably men 35 and up. And the real question is, are men 35 and up watching BET or BET Plus? Like, why is this on? Like, that's the part I'm curious about, honestly. Like, this feels like the type of content that would thrive on YouTube because so many people today, they're into podcasting, but they like to watch it on YouTube, not necessarily like BET. So hopefully, hopefully they're thinking about putting clips out or even full episodes on YouTube because I mean, if the right guests show up, this could turn into something that people actually want to tune into. But this could also go kind of left, man. Dame Dash is just Dame Dash is a character. So what they're saying is Dash is gonna sit down with people from his circle. Another mistake. Do we want to hear people from Dame Dash circle? Do we want to hear them talk? They said, and also other cultural figures to have real conversations about building businesses, surviving the industry, and lessons that come with the grind. They say what makes this different from your typical talk show is it's not going to be super polished. It's not going to be like PR celebrity interviews. It's meant to be more like raw storytelling from people who actually built stuff up from the ground up. So I don't know. Dash has even described this as a way of telling stories with his friends and peers and how they shape the culture. Is there an audience for this? That's my question. That's my question. And y'all know me. I want everybody to work. I want everybody to get a job. But I'm like, should this be on BET? Why did Dame Dash not just set his podcast up on YouTube. And he said he got a network. Why this ain't coming on your network? Why is this coming on BET? Anyway, Uncle Dame, we are sending you love and light and wishing you success on this project. Good luck, Unc. uh Lauren said podcasts should stay on YouTube and open platforms because it's DOA, just like the Breakfast Club when it moved to streaming from YouTube. Princetta said, "Will Jay-Z be on?" The only way you'll see Jay-Z on this show is if Beyonce there, and Beyonce ain't gonna be there. I don't think Jay-Z is gonna be there. Dan the man. Dan said, "I just got a first look at these new robot modes. All I gotta say is Autobots on the roll." Now, Dan, you better not be breaking no NDAs. We don't want you to. We don't want you breaking no NDAs. For y'all that don't know, Dan the man is working on a Transformer movie. Don't be breaking your NDAs now. Lauren said the audience will watch it on YouTube, Zeus. Xavier said, "I don't get this movie either for Dame. YouTube is where the folks is at." Yeah. And y'all know Dame Dash like control. So why would you not put it on YouTube where you have more control over it? Hmm. Culture Maid says, "What's good, T? What's goody, all my people in the chat?" Okay. Just trying to keep you safe, Dan the man. All right. Next up. So this one's actually pretty interesting because after decades of people asking for it, Conan the Barbarian might be getting a third movie. Is it a third movie? Was there two Conans? Anyway, report says Arnold Schwarzenegger is looking to return to the role that made him a star. Now, if you remember, the original Conan the Barbarian dropped back in 1982. So yes, it was two Conans, and that was basically like Arnold Schwarzenegger's big breakout move, and then there was a sequel in 1984. So yeah, it was two. But the first movie actually teased an older version of Conan sitting on the throne as a king. And that's the story that they trying to follow up on years later. The idea is that Conan has ruled for decades and he gets pushed out of power and then he has to fight his way back through all the madness, magic, creatures, and war. Arnold, Uncle Arnold, you're a little old. You're a little old. Now, Arnold is obviously much older, but he said the plan is to write the character age appropriate, meaning Conan is an older king, but still capable of throwing hands when he needs to. I don't know, Uncle Arnold. The real question, though, is whether audiences still care about a Conan franchise after all these years, or is this one of these nostalgia projects that just never land? Like, do people want to see Conan? That's what I keep asking. When this story came out, I'm like, is there an audience for Conan? Do y'all want to see this? Like, and my thing is, how I got so many questions. I got so many. I don't know what I just don't see how you tell this story without introducing his kids or grandkids because Pop is like 80 years old. Like this story has to be about legacy. It has to be about something like that because I don't know, y'all. I don't think this movie is gonna happen. I don't think this movie is gonna happen. Because one, who is the audience? Who is the budget? What's the story? I have so many questions. But listen, good luck, Arnold. Hopefully they pull this off. But at your age, I don't want to discriminate against the age, but I'm just like, you just need to be sitting down on an island somewhere drinking pina coladas. Don't be trying to get on this set, lifting weights, getting back in shape, and like don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. You know, you ain't got to do this, Arnold. This about like Floyd Mayweather. It's like Floyd Mayweather. Why are you boxing, Arnold? Why is you trying to make a Conan movie? Why we doing this, We don't need this. We don't need this. We just don't need it. We just We just don't. Shout out to the Culture Made. He just became a member. Thanks for joining, Culture Made. Culture Made, just like Q. Send me an email. Culture Made. Send me an email here. Send me an email, Culture Made. Send me an email. Lawrence said we got the geriatric Avengers and now Conan. Culture May said, I want his son to be Cyclops, but old Arnie can sit it down. Yeah, I seen a lot of people fan casting his son to be Cyclops. Look, I wonder if his son gonna be in this movie, because ain't no way we finna watch an 80-year-old Conan fighting his way back to the throne. He gotta have his kids involved. Or maybe his kids the one that kicked him off the throne. I don't know, y'all. I do not know. Then the man says Tina don't like him old. No, I do. Don't put that on me. I love to see actors like working until they don't want to work anymore, but I want them to be in age appropriate roles. I'm not mad that Ian McKellen and Magneto are coming back, because they're playing older versions. Conan is such like a physically fit, active, like kind of action type movie. What finna do, and how you fighting your way back to the throne? He don't need to be doing this. He don't need to be doing this. No. But good luck, y'all. I don't think this movie is gonna get made. I just don't. I think this is something he want to do. I don't see this ain't happening. Moving on. Speaking of other old heads, so we just got an update on the Rambo franchise, and it looks like they're officially moving forward with a prequel movie called John Rambo. So the big headline is that Sylvester Stallone, unlike Arnold, Sylvester Stallone ain't trying to play Rambo, okay? Sylvester Stallone is coming in to be an executive producer on the movie. He not trying to come back and be old school Rambo. Now, what's interesting is this movie, like I said, is not about old Rambo. This is going to be a prequel. This film is actually going back to the character's early years before the events of First Blood, with the actor Noah Centineo stepping in to play the younger version of the character. Noah, he's going to be in Street Fighter as well. So the story is expected to explore Rambo's time during the Vietnam War, which is, traumatic, and that's what kind of made him a little paranoid through the movie. The real question is, once again, like Conan, do people want to see a Rambo movie? Is people gonna go see Rambo and Conan? And this goes back to the recast conversation that we always have. We're always talking about recasting. Who is the audience? And like, do people want to see somebody else step up and play the role of Rambo? I don't know. I don't know. Or are people going to think this is kind of cheesy? It's so hard doing these type of movies, because it can either be really good or it could be really bad. We just saw that with the Running Man. The idea for the Running Man was like, yeah, let's remake the Running Man. It fell flat. So these type of movies, Rambo, Conan, it's a little shaky. It's a little shaky. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I know people have a thirst for like war movies. People want to see the Call of Duty movie. But do people want to see a movie about Vietnam and somebody else playing Rambo? Like, are people going to watch this? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Once again, this another one of our uncles. Good luck, Unc Sly. Good luck. Hopefully this works out. This movie is further along in production than the Conan movie. The Conan movie just sounds like an idea. They actually have an actor set for Rambo. They got people on board. So this one's actually coming alive. I don't know. I don't know about that Conan movie that Arnold got going on. I don't know about that. Oh God. All right. Lauren said Noah is not the best actor. Mm. Q said, I was about to say, how old Sly gonna play young Rambo? I don't want no de-aging. New actor. Culture Maid said Creed was a good handoff, but that credit goes to Mr. Coogler. Yeah, man. Even Creed was kind of like, when I heard that there was gonna be a Creed movie, I'm like, ugh, this can be really good or this could be really bad. And I think when Creed came out, Creed just kind of was like, okay, this is good. It's not bad, but it's not terrible. It's good. And then the second one made money. And then the third one with Jonathan Majors, I think it was the highest grossing Creed movie throughout the whole franchise. And we kind of saw a big future with that, but John got in trouble. So yeah, Creed, you know, Creed worked. Rambo, I don't know about Rambo, y'all. I don't know. I I don't know. I don't know. Lawrence said they need to do Call of Duty, Rainbow Six, and Grand Theft Auto movie. Yeah, I think a Grand Theft Auto movie will work for sure. I don't know who owns the rights to that, but mm Beastie Aiden said, "Hey Tina, what's up, AD? What's up, AD?" My little nephew right there, y'all. He want to be a streamer, so I gotta get this equipment down to him. I got an extra mic, I got a extra computer and everything, but he like 2 hours away. So I got to figure out time to get it to him because he ready to start his YouTube channel up. Q says, I hear Michael B. Jordan is doing a Rainbow Six movie. Interesting. I haven't heard that. I know he is, supposed to be the front runner for Miami Vice. I haven't heard about a Rainbow Six movie. That's interesting. Dan the Man said, Culture Made, what the scale took he got anything to do with Dylan Manette? Better casting for Cyclops. I don't know who should be Cyclops. I don't know who should be none of these new X-Men. We can't even, let's don't even start talking about Marvel. JD Informant said, what's up? What up, Jay? What up, Jay? All right, next up, another OG movie. So, staying in the lane of old school action movies, we're going to put this in the rumor category. All right, so this is coming from the Scooper, giant freaking robot, and they said Zendaya has been offered the lead role in the remake of the movie The Fugitive. Y'all, The Fugitive was the first movie I ever watched in movie theaters that I can remember. I'm pretty sure maybe my mama took me to the movies when I was a kid. I don't remember. The Fugitive was the first movie that I remember watching in the theaters, 1993. I was like 10 years old. That was the first movie I ever seen that I can remember. And I love that movie with Harrison Ford. I just love The Fugitive. And at 10 years old, like, what 10-year-old would be interested in something like that? But I was nosy. I was all up in it. I was like, what is going on? Why is he running from the police? So if y'all never seen the movie The Fugitive, it stars Harrison Ford. I think it's a classic. And essentially, he was a doctor and he was framed for the murder of his wife. They believed he did it because, of course, he had like a huge life insurance policy put out on her. I think it was like a new policy or something kind of recent. So when the wife was found dead, they, of course, thought he did it. And he was like, nah, man, I ain't do that. Mm-mm. So on the way to jail, he ended up escaping, and the police was chasing him throughout the whole movie. So 10-year-old me, I was like, "Ooh, keep running, don't let him get you." I was nosy as hell. He was like, "Hell no, I ain't going to jail. I'm finna go find the man who actually killed my wife. I'm not finna go to jail for this." So that's the story of the original Fugitive. What does it got to do with Zendaya? Like, are they gonna try to reverse the story and say she's accused of killing her husband? Like, have we ever seen Zendaya like in an action film? Like, I know she's in Dune, I know she's in Spider-Man, but like leading front and center. I don't know about this one. I don't know. And then who is her husband? Is her husband gonna be black or white? I think that makes a difference. I think it makes a difference who her husband is because Zendaya is so racially ambiguous. She can present either way. And I think whoever they cast as her husband, is also going to decide what type of movie this is. Because if they let her husband be a white man, then okay, they're trying to make this a big movie, like promoted to a wide audience. If her husband is a black man, y'all know they gonna just say this is a black movie. They gonna put it in a little box. So I don't know about this one. I don't understand why they just won't make movies and don't call it the old movie name, because it just adds so much pressure. Like, we could have made a movie about Zendaya, but we ain't gotta call it The Fugitive, because now you gotta live up to the hype of the old movie The Fugitive. They could have still figured out a movie about Zendaya being framed without calling it The Fugitive, because you know, I think that just adds extra pressure that shouldn't be there. But if this rumor comes tonight, if this rumor comes true, Zendaya, niece, I am rooting for you, like always. So good luck. Put your running shoes on, sis, if you're gonna be the new fugitive. That's all I'm gonna say. um, Jay. See Jay coming in here crazy already. Jay the informant says, I love Gone Girl. Also, F Zendaya sucks. Who says F Zendaya? Who says that? Who would want Zendaya up out of here? Jay, what is going on? We're gonna have to kick Jay out. We're gonna have to kick Jay out.
Get him banned. Banned. We don't do that here. Oh, now I'm pissed.
Get him out. Get him banned. Kick him out. Who don't like Zendaya? Who don't like Zendaya? Oh. Q says Snipes was in the sequel. There was a Fugitive sequel? Now are y'all sure? The Fugitive sequel? I don't think there was a Fugitive sequel. I was like, I would have remembered that, because I would have liked seeing that. Lauren said they only put her with a black man and Malcolm and Marie. Yeah, that's it. Dan the Man says, I'm not gonna lie, that Disclosure film, Zendaya's Wedding, and Project Hail Mary has my attention. I need something to wash that trash Screen 7 out my mind. Ah. Culture Maze says Zendaya identifies as black, but I think she enjoys being able to cross over. So the thing with Zendaya is, Zendaya does not like going out for black women roles, because she feels like she's taking an opportunity away from a black woman, and she knows that she's racially ambiguous enough to play white women, so she goes out for a lot of white parts on purpose to kind of leave the opportunities available for other black women. That's what I've heard she said before, because they've tried to offer her roles and she's just like, nah, let somebody else do it. So I'm like, Jay mad she picked Tom over him. Yeah, who? I ain't never heard nobody say F Zendaya. Who says that? The only people I ever seen hate on Zendaya was people who said they were MJ fans and they were mad that she was MJ. They're the only people I ever seen hate on Zendaya. I ain't never seen nobody hate on Zendaya. I ain't never seen that. The Magician says Scream lost the plot. I didn't even go watch it, y'all. I'm so far behind on Scream movies. I think the last Scream I watched was like 3 or 4. I'm just like totally behind. All right, y'all. Next up, y'all remember the whole BAFTA situation where Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo were called N-words and other derogatory terms? Well, the guy who has Tourette's has a movie based off of his life called I Swear. His name is John Davison. Y'all, hold on. Sony hit me up and was like, hey girl, do you want to watch this movie? We got an early screening for you. Do you want to watch it? And I feel like this was a scheme that Todd set up, because why y'all want me to watch this movie? That y'all know y'all have been talking shit about it and y'all want me to watch it. So I feel like this is a scheme that Todd set up
Well, it could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bush.
I
Well,
feel
it
like it's a
could have
scheme. Why y'all
been.
want me to watch it? Sony rarely sends me like early screenings. What made y'all want to send me this one? And a part of me want to see it because I did hear that the actor put on a solid performance, but I just need to know, is there gonna be some N words flying around in the movie? As long as I know ahead of time, I think I'll be okay. Is it gonna be some more nigga bitches flying around? Let me know before I watch the movie. Just let me know. Let me know and I might watch it. Y'all, this year we're already in March. I haven't watched any new movies this year. I do want to watch Hoppers. I want to watch Go, Mercy, but my schedule had just been so crazy this year. And I really backed off doing a lot of movie reviews and stuff because it's so time consuming trying to watch the screeners. And then you got to edit the videos, get the videos on YouTube. It's a lot of work. And then sometimes, like, y'all don't even be watching it. So I don't even really be doing reviews anymore. So I don't know, y'all. I might watch I Swear. Y'all think I should watch it? Or y'all think they being funny? Cause why y'all send me this screener? Do I look like the target audience? Does my audience look like I think y'all being funny. I think Sony trying to be funny. Ah. Culture May said, Tina, don't do it. um, Q says, Tina, do you have it set up on top messages or all messages? I don't know what you mean by that. Are you talking about like the messages I see in the chat? Then the man said, Tina, you playing games. Xavier said, don't watch. I swear, Tina, it's a trap. Listen, as long as I know ahead of time, like I just need to know if a movie is going to be violent, like really, really violent or racist, or if there's going to be like any essay involved, just let me know ahead of time. I don't like getting hit in the face with it. So I just need to know, is it going to be some nigga bitches going on? And if it is, I know. I might watch it. JD Informant said the last screening you had was Five Nights at Freddy. I be getting screenings all the time. I don't be having the time to really either like go or watch them. And like I said, I be doing the reviews. Y'all don't be watching them. I ain't gonna say y'all, but you know, I might. Should I watch I Swear, y'all? What y'all think? Should I watch it? Should I give it a shot? And then another thing is I'm really a sensitive person, and I think I'm gonna feel sorry for him. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, they're being so mean to him. Then I'm gonna start feeling sorry for him, and then I'm gonna be like, damn, maybe maybe I shouldn't have went so hard on him calling them nigga bitches. Oh, no, Q. I don't have my comments set up as top messages. I just kind of scroll and try to find as many as I can. I can't read them all. Do I want to watch this? Do I want to watch this?
Well, it could have been a scheme that Todd set up for him to come to you with the bush.
Cause y'all know my target audience don't want to hear about this goddamn movie. Y'all being real funny, Sony. Y'all being funny. Culture May said that's why they want us to watch this. I need to ask around to some of my other friends and be like, did y'all get any screeners to see I Swear, or was it just the blacks? Was it just me? All right, y'all. Moving on up. All right, for all my Interview with the Vampire fans, we officially have a release date for The Vampire Lestat. It's going to be coming out June 7th, and it will be on AMC and AMC Plus. And I am super excited for this series. I always tell people this is one of the best shows that everybody is not watching. I really wish this show was airing on HBO because I think it would have put more eyeballs on it. But if you like vampires and drama, season 1 and 2 of Interview with the Vampires on Netflix right now. You can binge watch it to get caught up. This season 3, we're going to be following the vampire Lestat, who's going to transform into a rock star, and it's going to be full of the saying. What's the saying they said? Sex, drugs, and goddamn rock and roll. Can vampires even get high? Can vampires get high? Can they get drunk? I think they can. I guess any damn thing is possible. But yeah, man, I feel like this new season is going to be so immersive in the rock star lifestyle, like a complete whiplash of the first 2 seasons. The first 2 seasons was heavy on drama with a lot of exposition and storytelling. This season, it's just going to be chaotic and madness. It's just going to be a mess. It's just going to be a lot going on with the Vampire Lestat. So that's the update on that. Oh. The magician said, "Don't do it." Oh, Lauren says it depends on the writer. Yeah, I think some vampires can get high and drunk. Yeah, I know some can walk in the light. Dan the Man says, "What is it with y'all in these lowdown vampire show? Yes, all the shade. I'm coming for Vampire Diaries, Interview with the Vampire, Vampire Lestat. The last one was Disney's Vampires film. Dan the Man, do you want to get kicked out too? Don't come in here shading nothing with Interview with the Vampire. Don't do it. Do not do it. Don't get banned now. You cannot be an actor and not enjoy Interview with the Vampire. I just don't believe it." You should watch it, Dan the Man. Xavier says, "I can't wait to see what happened to Claudia and Hans Lestat this season." Yeah, she need to haunt his ass up, down, left, and right. Haunt him. That is why I like this show, y'all, because there's really no good guys, no bad guys. Everybody is really morally gray. Who's right? Who's wrong? Who did the right thing? Yeah. They talking about banned for 55 months. Yeah, we finna get Dan the Man up out of here. Cause Dan the Man, who don't like vampire shows? Where they do that at? You with the same person who don't like Zendaya. What is going on with y'all today?
Find out who that is, get them banned. We don't do that. I ain't the one, baby. I take no disrespect.
Kick y'all the hell out. Get you gone. The Black Mamba says the actor who plays Lestat is amazing. Yes, he should have been Dr. Doom. Dan the Man said, "I'll watch it as soon as you stop hating on Unc." Which Unc am I hating on? Who do I be hating on? Free Spirit said, "Louis is my favorite. He bossed up." Yes. Y'all know why I like Interview with the Vampire so much? Because they changed it and it was black vampires. Y'all know we don't get black vampires. We ain't got about 4 or 5 of them. Blade, Akasha from Queen of the Damned, maybe 1 or 2 from Twilight. It ain't a lot of black vampires. So when this came out and the vampires was black and they was from New Orleans, I was in there. Yes. Yes. Johnny Rastafari says, "To a person that's trying to get into Anne Rice, where's a good place to start? Are you talking about reading the books? Or you just want to come into the cinematic world?" Because if you just want to come into the cinematic world, I mean, go back and watch the OG Interview with the Vampire movie with Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise. Then just come up, skip Queen of the Damned. Don't watch Queen of the Damned. Watch the OG vampire movie. Skip Queen of the Dam. Watch season 1 and season 2 of Interview with the Vampire on Netflix. Then go back and watch Queen of the Dam. Q said, "Don't ban him. He know, he know not what he does." Oh Jesus, Dan the Man, y'all know me. Y'all know me.
I'm rooting for everybody black. I am. Betting on.
Yeah, so when I found out it was gonna be black vampires, hello, yes, I was there. The Magician. Are you not watching Interview with the Vampire, The Magician? Xavier said, "Do circle back to Queen of the Damned for Aaliyah." Yes, circle back to Queen of the Damned after. Don't watch Queen of the Damned in order. Go back and watch that after, and just watch it for Aaliyah. Just be like, I'm just here to support Aaliyah. That's it. We just there for Aaliyah and the music. That's it. All right. Next up, Man on Fire. So speaking about action movies, let's talk about Man on Fire. All right. So Netflix. Wait a minute. Let me go back. The Magician. The Magician said nope. Magician. Go watch Interview with a Vampire tonight. Okay? Go watch it tonight. Go watch it tonight. Okay? If you watch it, it be going down. All right. So speaking about action movies, let's talk about Man on Fire. All right. So Netflix is about to drop the Man on Fire series April 30th. And this one has been in development since 2023. The lead role of Creasy is going to be played by Yahya Abdul Mateen. And if y'all know the character from the original story, you already know this is not some easy light role. You know what I'm saying? He's a former special forces mercenary who's basically known for surviving the worst situations imaginable. But now he's dealing with some heavy PTSD and trying to rebuild his life. Of course, peace never lasts long for characters like that. And he ends up getting pulled right back into chaos while trying to find some form of redemption. Now, what really got my attention with the show is the director for the first couple of episodes, and it's going to be Stephen Caple Jr. I'm a fan of his work because he directed Creed 2. He also did Transformers Rise of the Beast, and both of those movies had like strong character moments mixed with big action. So if he brings that same energy here, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to take off. And honestly, outside of Disney, if we keeping it real, y'all, it's shaping up to be a pretty strong year for black male leads in TV and film. You got Aldous Hodge leading up the series Cross. You got Aaron Pierre stepping into the spotlight with Lantern. Sterling K. Brown is carrying Paradise. And now you got to add Yahya Mateen with Man on Fire. So I think award season next year is going to look a little different. We're going to have a little, coffee, dark brown coffee at the Emmys because the black men is gonna be stepping up in there. Yeah. And if this show hits, kind of like Rebel Ridge did for Aaron Pierre, I think this is gonna be a good breakout moment for Yahya because it seems like Yahya Mateen just keeps sitting on that cusp. He can't just all the way break out. I don't know what's holding him back. It seems like he gets these solid roles, but he just cannot break out and become like an A-list top star. And I want Yahya Mateen to get there. I want him to get there. Magician says, Tina, it looks corny. Magician, Interview with a Vampire is not corny. Like I be telling everybody, I told everybody that I like to be pre-warned, so I always let y'all know because I know it's a lot of men in here. Interview with the Vampire, it's a little gay. Okay? It's a little gay. So if you can deal with, just getting past the little gay, other than that, it's good. Oh, Q is not a robot said, is that J. Cole behind the cameras? No, that is Stephen Capel Jr. He is the director. So he did Creed 2. So when Ryan Coogler left Creed, he came up, he did Creed, and he also did Transformers. Princetta said, I can't wait for this show. Me too. It looks good. I can't play the trailer because Netflix is gonna ding me and copyright me. But the trailer looks good. Danny Man says, I don't like how y'all be hating on Aaron Pierre. No, no, I'm not hating. I'm saying what I said was Rebel Ridge broke Aaron Pierre out. So hopefully this does the same for Yaya Mateen. I think Rebel Ridge is how Aaron Pierre even got the Jon Stewart role. Yep. Xavier says, Man on Fire seems like a good one for Yaya. Yaya's star power is finally about to take off. Hopefully, man. Hopefully. Yeah, I want to see Yaya win. All right, moving on. All right, so Antoine Fuqua is getting back in the lab again with Denzel Washington, and this time filming starts June, and it's going to be for the new Hannibal movie. Now, Hannibal. Historically, there's a little controversy on if Hannibal was a black man or not. All right, we don't know. This is why it matters who writes the history books, because some people believe this was a white man, a European. You got some people saying, nah, this is a black man from North Africa. And then you got some people saying, nah, he's actually more Middle Eastern. So I don't know who the hell or what the hell Hannibal really was back in the day. I don't know what the man. I don't know if he black, white, or Middle Eastern. We don't know. All we know right now is Denzel gonna play him. Denzel said he black today. Denzel said he black today. Okay, I'm playing him. Now, the story of Hannibal is he goes down in history as one of the greatest military leaders ever because he was fighting Rome for like 15 years straight. They said the man rode into war on elephants. You know what? If he rode into war on elephants, sound like a black man to me. Sound like something a black person to do. Man, y'all suit the elephants up. We going on the elephants. Yep. Sound like he black. Now, Hannibal was about 30 years old when this war started. So my question is, are they about to de-age Denzel? Or is somebody else going to play young Hannibal? Or are we picking up with Hannibal as an older man? Because Hannibal does pass away about 60 years old. He drinks poison and kind of takes himself out. So those are the questions I have. You know what I'm saying? Are we picking up with the older version of Hannibal? I mean, it sounds like it can be epic. Sounds like it can be big. You know, a black man on elephants going to war with Rome. Is Denzel Washington gonna get on top of the goddamn elephant? Denzel, I'm about to treat you like Arnold. Y'all don't need to be doing this now. Y'all trying to do too much. Y'all is trying to do too much. But I will be there. I'm gonna watch it. I just don't understand, like, why y'all just ain't do the Mansa Musa movie? Like somebody who y'all know for sure is African. Why y'all just ain't make a Mansa Musa movie? Y'all know he was black. Why not just tell that story? Why tell the Hannibal story? It's too much. We don't know who Hannibal was or what he really was. Why y'all want to take up this story? I got a lot of questions around the general Hannibal, but I'm gonna do some research and see why this story is so fascinating and why Antoine Fuqua and Denzel Washington was so attracted to it. Does this sound like something y'all gonna watch? And once again, Netflix is making this, so is this gonna be a story that they gonna put in the theater for a week or two and then toss it on Netflix? I wonder how much money they gonna put into it. Is this gonna be like this big epic, or is this gonna be something a little smaller? I guess we'll see. I guess we will see. Lauren said maybe they should have got Warner Brothers and said he black today. The magician said I was taught he was black. Culture Maid said he black. Danny Man said John David Washington as young Hannibal and Denzel as the older. Yeah, that could work. That can work. Danny Man said I'm a hater. Ban me from my own show. Danny Man said, I thought Ryan was doing Mansa Musa. I think that was just a rumor that was started on the internet. I haven't seen nobody, confirm that's actually legitimate. Johnny Rastafari said Hannibal was definitely Middle Eastern from Northeast Africa. Okay. The magician says Hannibal is a fascinating story to tell, but they need thorough research and care. Culture Maid said Hannibal scared white people. Mansa Musa didn't. Okay. 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 I give y'all that. Next up. All right, listen. This is a Jada Pinkett support page over here, so we're not doing any Jada bashing, okay? Not in this house. No Jada bashing in this house. If you don't like Jada Pinkett, you can walk. You can go. Deadline is reporting that Jada is officially returning as Lena James in the upcoming sequel series, A Different World, which is also going to be another Netflix project. Now, if you remember, Lena James was one of the later characters introduced in the original show back in the early 90s when Hillman College was already like a cultural movement for TV. And this sequel series is basically bringing back like the whole Hillman universe. Like almost everybody is coming back that was in the original show, so that's always great. The story is said to be that they're going to be following Dwayne and Whitley's daughter. She's going to be going to the HBCU, starting her own journey. The interesting part is seeing, how does Jada's character fit into like this new generation of students? Because Lena was always like kind of outspoken. She had a bold personality, but I think this just kind of fits with who Jada Pinkett is right now. I think it just fits. For a lot of people who grew up watching Hillman College on TV, I think this is definitely going to hit like our generation, the nostalgia button. But at the same time, is it going to be successful introducing a whole new generation to a different world? So I'm interested to see how they pull this off. I mean, hopefully it takes off. Hopefully it's good. Showing black college like culture, community. People are saying we always need positive representation. Hopefully they do it right. I'm just praying for this. Please, this is another remake. It's like, please don't mess this up. I know it's hard trying to recreate these things, but hopefully it can catch the same steam as Bel Air did. Because I was a little nervous about Bel Air too, but Bel Air actually, turned out pretty well. And all those people who were talking trash about Kiki Palmer making that HBCU project with that Asian woman, people were so crabby about it. I hope all those people show up and watch A Different World. Because everybody was so mad and was like, why is Kiki Palmer making a HBC movie with an Asian lead? Y'all better have y'all ass there watching A Different World. Why are y'all talking about entanglements in the chat? Oh, Jesus. Y'all don't like Jada. Oh, Lord. Y'all don't like Jada. The only thing I don't like about Jada, there's only one thing I don't like about Jada. I felt like Jada was very wrong for preying on August Alsina. She's a predator. I didn't like that. She shouldn't have done that. She shouldn't have done that. I did not like that. I did not feel comfortable with that. I felt like she took advantage of that young, vulnerable man. I did not like that. And I remember I was talking about it and people cussed me out. People was like, he grown. He grown. Why you talk? She ain't no predator. He grown. No, that man was going through it. And that was your son's friend. I ain't like that. It's too many men in the world to be preying on somebody who you took in as somebody you was trying to help, and then you ended up entangled with him, and then he fell in love with you, and then he said Jada Pinkett was the only woman that he ever loved like that. He said if I died today, I would die a happy man for Jada Pinkett. Damn. Now he got a boyfriend. Now he got a boyfriend. Ain't nobody living life like August Alsina and Portia Williams. That's what I'm talking about. They is living life, baby. When I tell you, August Alsina, And Portia Williams is living life, baby. They going from men to women, men to women. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. They out here living, baby. Dan the Man, she ain't messed August Alsina up. August Alsina said he left a complete, fulfilled man. He said he has never felt love like that before. She ain't mess him up. You can't turn nobody gay. I don't believe that. Not especially not no grown person. He probably already kind of had him in it. You know what I'm saying? He probably was already a little, you know what I mean? And now he just, I'm out and about. I don't give a damn. I would never want a woman like Jada. I don't want no woman to. Jada Pinkett, Erica Badu, stay away from them witches. They witches. I don't know what they got and what they put on people. Keep them away. Keep them away. Black Mama said she messed Will up. She did not do nothing to Willard Smith. Then now I got to get back on Team Jada. She did not do nothing to Willard Smith. Okay? Nothing. This is how you know Will is such a great actor, because Will got all y'all believing he is the victim in the story. Will is not a victim. Will is not a victim, okay? Will never, and Will will tell you he ain't no victim because Will knew what he was doing. Will was outside in the 90s on Jada. Will was outside. We not finna act like Will was not outside, baby. Will was in them streets. Now. Will was outside. Let's don't get on no Will Smith conversation like he's some innocent victim. They talking about wasn't Will messing with Margot Robbie. Exactly. Will was outside. And another thing, this the thing about this is why I don't think Will is a victim. Because Jada told him like she really ain't want to be like no wife. And when you force somebody to be a wife or you force somebody to be a husband, it ain't never gonna work out right. It just ain't. And I feel like Jada Pinkett a stud anyway. She's just an attractive stud. Jada always gave masculine to me. She is just a little masculine, a little raw. Jada Pinkett need a woman. That's what she needs. She need to give it a woman. Her and Lori Harvey. Get y'all some women. Lauren said she ain't want him. She want Tupac. Her and Tupac wouldn't have worked. Her and Tupac would not have worked at all. She could have never been with Tupac. Tupac could have never been with her. It just never would have worked. Then the man said, I mean, he had a whole marriage before Jada. Everyone forgot about his normal son. All of Will's kids are normal. Don't get in here talking about the kids now. I don't know why people be talking about Will kids. Ain't nothing wrong with Willow or Jaden. They're a little weird. You know, they have their little funny hairs and stuff like that, but they be out feeding the homeless, making their music. They don't be bothering nobody. They don't bother nobody. Don't be talking about their kids. Ain't nothing wrong with their kids. Q said Tupac was a fake thug. Tupac was just, I don't even know how to describe Tupac. It felt like Tupac lived a whole life with the things that he was doing. Tupac was a character, y'all. Lauren said them kids ain't did nothing but be different. I don't understand why, like, for real, them kids don't bother nobody. They don't be going to jail. They don't be getting in trouble. They don't do nothing. They just dress different. You know, that's it. They don't bother nobody. Billy said, don't nobody get to speaking on Willow. That's my wife since with my hair. That's what I'm talking about. Protect your queen. Protect your queen. Mm-hmm. Jada informant said Jaden was messed up because mama took his boyfriend. I don't know nothing about none of that. I don't know nothing about I don't know nothing. I don't know. I don't know nothing. We just not finna talk about Jada, and we not finna talk about them kids because they don't bother nobody. All right, y'all finna hit a commercial break. I'm gonna go get some water. Y'all want to know the real reason why I do commercial breaks? I don't know if I told y'all this, but I found out I got like 4 tumors in my throat like back in December, and they thought it was cancerous, but it's not cancerous. But sometime I got to take a break from speaking long periods of time because I don't know if y'all can see it, but yeah, I got like tumors in my neck, and it affects my speaking. If I talk for long periods of time, God, thank you, it's not cancerous. But that's why we gotta take like these little commercial breaks halfway through because I gotta go get some water. But yeah, y'all, we finna take a commercial break, and then we gonna get this thing rocked out. Lauren said, "Do you vape?" I do not vape. I do not smoke. I do not drink. I do not do drugs. No, sir. I do not. I do not do any drugs or alcohol. Not my thing. I cannot do it. But I'll be back, y'all. Commercial break.
Commercial break with the movie Lair. Grab some water and some snacks. Meet back here. Commercial break with the movie Lair. We cover rumors and movies, all that here. Commercial break with the movie Lair. Grab some snacks and pull up a chair. Commercial break with the movie Lair. Wakanda to Gotham, we talking all that here. Commercial break with the movie Lair.
Commercial break with the movie Lair. We cover rumors and movies all day. Commercial break with the movie Lair. Grab some snacks and pull up a chair. Commercial break with the movie Lair. From Wakanda to Gotham, we talking all day. Commercial break with the movie Lair. Commercial break with the movie Lair. Grab some snacks and pull up a chair. Commercial break with the movie Lair. From Wakanda to Gotham, we talking all day. Commercial break with the movie Lair. Commercial break with the movie Lair. Grab some water and some snacks. Meet back here. Commercial break with the movie Lair. We cover rumors and movies, all that here. Commercial break with the movie Lair. From Wakanda to Gotham, we cover all that here. Commercial break with the movie. Grab some popcorn and snacks. Pull up a chair. Commercial break with the movie Lair. The movie Lair. Cover rumors and movies, all that here. We cover rumors and movies, all that here. Commercial break with the movie Lair. From Wakanda to Gotham, we talking all that here. Commercial break with the movie Lair. Yeah. They for chillin' on commercial break with a movie Lair. We're about to start right now. Get back here. They for chillin' on commercial break with a movie Lair. With a movie Lair. With a movie Lair. They for chillin' on commercial break with a movie Lair. With a movie Lair. They for chillin' on commercial break. Get back here. With it back here. We're about to start here. We're about to start here.
Why y'all in here talking about Tupac? This is what I'll say about Tupac. And I'll say this about Rick Ross too. I'm from Miami, so I can talk about Rick Ross. think a couple things can be true about Pac. I think Pac was a great actor, but I also think Pac got caught up in his persona. Um, and then we also got to figure out like what is the actual definition of gangster. You know what I'm saying? What is gangster? What is the definition of gangster? I don't know. So I can we consider Tupac a gangster? I would say yeah, because he considered himself a gangster, but um yeah, man, Tupac is kind of hard, man. Tupac is kind of hard to it's kind of hard to because I know some people like I know some people who I know a kid when I was working in movies, he came from a great family. Now, true enough, I don't know what be going on in people's households. I don't know. He came from a great family, good kid. I watched this kid grow up till he was like 13, 14. I seen him like a year or two later. He's 16. And he just thugging. He just thugging. He just robbing. He stealing. He killing. And some people might be like, man, he ain't no gangster. He live in a mansion and he got this and he ain't no gay. But he was a gangster. He became one. Like he wasn't raised to be one, but something attracted him to the streets and he started doing gangster shit. And whatever happened, that kid is no longer here right now. And I say that to say I think it's kind of like Pac, like let's don't act like Pac grew up in like with a silver spoon in his mouth. Just because he was going to art school and stuff, it doesn't mean that he also was not in the hood around hood stuff and he could not have been influenced to get caught up in that life. And I think what happened is he was just a conflicted soul. He was a Gemini. He had two parts to him. So some days he wanted to be, a poet and he wanted to be a real artist. And some days he wanted to just shoot people up. That's the truth. That's the truth. That's the truth. So I don't know. I don't know what the definition of a gangster really is. Like when we really get into the depths and start having these conversations, like what really makes somebody a gangster? Because I it be some kids who just they ain't come from the hood, but when they stepped outside, they now in the hood. They doing hood stuff. So it's like you can say, "Oh, you ain't grow up like that," but now that kid living that life. So I don't know, man. Yeah, Lawrence said his mom was a Black Panther. He had layers. Yeah, man. I think Tupac he had a lot going on. Your mom on drugs, like and you being raised, in this environment of being like super pro black, protect yourself. Then you go into art school and then you kind of get like most young men during that time frame, you 16, 17, 18, 19 years old and you in this environment of doing thug shit. It is what it is. It's like them kids over there in Chicago, like some of them kids, they just pulled up into the shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of these kids is good kids, and as soon as they step outside, like they just pulled into that life. So I don't know. Tupac is Tupac is just multi-layered. It's kind of hard to have those conversations. Same thing with Rick Ross. Like people will say, "Oh, Rick Ross was a police." Rick Ross was a correctional officer. Now, I ain't never been to jail. I don't know nothing about jail life. But I have heard that the correctional officers in jail are some of the most crooked people. So, I don't think just because Rick Ross was a correctional officer, you can say he still ain't, done got his hands up into some stuff and got involved in some stuff. So it's just kind of hard, man. It's kind of hard to judge people because we all got, these different layers and who is really anybody? We don't know. We don't know. All right, next topic. Back to the movies. Back to the movies. This here, y'all, there's some power struggles going on over at Paramount. Yep. I feel like somebody is pushing their weight around over there at Paramount. And I don't know if Tyler is pushing his weight around or if the Ellisons are pushing their weights around. But it sounds like Tyler Perry is out of BET Plus. So Paramount has officially bought out Tyler Perry's equity stake in the streamer and plans to shut down BET Plus as its own service and fold all that content into Paramount Plus starting later this year. The idea is basically to consolidate everything into one big platform instead of running multiple smaller streaming apps. Now, I don't disagree with that. I think there does need to be some type of consolidation. I think that's a good idea. Because I was just talking a couple weeks ago, I'm tired of having all these goddamn streaming apps now. So I don't think it's a bad idea that Paramount wants to consolidate. But Tyler Perry being out at BET is interesting. Somebody don't want to do business with somebody. Somebody don't want to do business with somebody. I don't know if Tyler Perry doesn't want to rock and roll with the Ellisons or if the Ellisons ain't rocking with Tyler, but this sounds like it's something murky going on in the water. With this deal, Paramount now has full ownership and control of the platform. I'm talking about BET Plus versus right now or previously Tyler Perry had ownership and extreme control. Paramount was like, we want all that shit back. Yeah, you ain't the man no more. You ain't the man. Now, if y'all remember, I don't know if y'all remember, BET Plus launched back in like 2019 as a joint venture between BET and Tyler Perry Studios. And Perry owned about 25% of that service, which built up thousands and thousands of hours of programming like Sisters, The Oval, plus more. Tyler Perry had BET jumping as far as content is concerned. Okay? I don't watch all the Tyler Perry stuff, but I would be lying if I would say that I don't know people who own BET Plus and they watching it for Tyler Perry. That's just the truth. Now, Tyler Perry was making Tyler Perry was making 9 figures a year running BET Plus.
Get paid, young here to get paid.
9 figures? They was paying him 9 figures. They said anywhere from $150 million to $200 million a year. That's a lot of damn money. Now, one thing I can say about Tyler is he never signed an exclusive deal with anyone because Tyler Perry is making stuff for BET Plus, for Netflix, for Amazon. So he was smart not to put all his ducks, into one basket. The press release that was put out for this deal, it was very interesting. It was worded very interesting to me. This is what it says. It says, as part of this evolution, Paramount acquired Tyler Perry Studios' equity stake in BET Plus. A Paramount spokesperson said in a statement, "We share the same ambition to expand the reach of BET content, and Tyler will continue to be a valued and important partner throughout his overall programming agreement." So it pretty much said, we value him and we're going to continue working with him through his agreement. They didn't say we want to keep him for the future. They say we're going to keep him through his agreement. That sounds like a breakup to me. That sounds like a breakup. They didn't say, hey, we're buying Tyler Perry's stake back because we want to give him another job as executive of this and we plan to keep him around for the next. They said, we love him. We're going to keep working with him through his agreement. That's it. So this sounds like a breakup. Sounds like a breakup. Say what you want about Tyler, man. I don't watch all of his stuff. Everything isn't for me, but he did give people opportunities to work. So I guess we got to wait and see what his next steps will look like. I mean, he's probably going to keep working with Netflix and Amazon. He's going to keep feeding them content because it looks like his deal with Paramount is coming to a close in 2028. In the midst of all this Paramount stuff, Tyler Perry leaving just never crossed my mind. We were so focused on James Gunn possibly leaving. Tyler Perry just never came up. I never thought about it. But hey, man, let me tell you something. This is why it's good to be diversified and not be reliant on one thing, because so many people probably would have said, now that I own a portion of BET, I'm putting everything on BET. All my stuff is on BET. Tyler was smart enough to say, I'm going to put some of it on BET. I'm going to go over here do this deal with Netflix. I'm going to go over here and do this deal with Amazon, and I'm going to have my stuff jumping everywhere. So that was smart, man. And being a good business person, honestly, I tell people all the time, you got to be looking 5-10 years in the future. So I think this was so smart for him to not keep all of his stuff like right on BET Plus. And even if Tyler Perry's content isn't for you, because all of it isn't for me, I'm glad he's diversified, because it sounds like somebody broke up with somebody. I don't know if he left them or if they told him to get the fuck on. But something happened. What y'all think happened? Do y'all think they felt like he was getting paid too much and maybe the return wasn't as great as they wanted? Or do y'all think they just don't like niggas? Or do y'all think they just don't like somebody who probably gonna talk back? Because y'all know Tyler Perry ain't finna let nobody run up on him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't finna let you say and do what you want. He's one of those people, like we talked about last week, who is powerful. He's controlling. He's built an empire. Who broke up with who? You think he left, or you think they kicked him out? Mm, mm. Lauren said maybe it's the lawsuits. That could, now this is what I will say. I think it could be a combination. I think they probably want him out because they can't control him, and they probably use the lawsuits as a way to get his ass up out of there. Mm-hmm. 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 Just like they did Victoria Alonso. They fired her for something that ain't have nothing to do with nothing to get her out of there. You know. So I don't know, y'all. Sounds like Tyler Perry is done with BET Plus, and there's gonna be no more BET Plus anymore, guys. It's no more. It's just gonna all be in Paramount, and I think that is a way to. I think that is a way to kind of not be forced to make a lot of black content. Because if you got BET Plus, you have to keep making black content because you have BET Plus. With BET Plus being gone and you just kind of filtering everything up under Paramount, it's like now you have options on if you want to make, a lot of black content or not. So I don't know. This is a little unfortunate, man. It's a little unfortunate, and it's just something, I never thought about Tyler Perry leaving. Interesting.
Shout out to the super chat.
Shout out to the super chat. I like that. Shout out to the super chat. Shout out to the super chat. Thanks for supporting. I like that. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for supporting. Shout out to the super chat. Shout out to the super chat.
Shout out to the super chat. We got a super chat from Culture Made. And it says, T, don't ban me. I got to say this. A thug goes against his morals for gain, like snatching an old lady's purse. A gangster helps the old lady across the street because of his code. Okay. I can rock with that. So you saying a thug just thugging. Anybody could get it. A gangster has a code. Okay, I can rock with that. Xavier said they absolutely want to cut him out and inquire and build more content for themselves. Lawrence said Byron Allen could have done great things with Paramount. I just saw that Byron Allen just got a stake into Stars. So he's going to be working with Stars. The Magician said that's kind of crazy to think about it. Yeah, I just, it's crazy there's not going to be no more BET because we kind of grew up with it. Even if we don't watch it now, it's like it's always been a BET. You can always flip over to BET or BET Plus, just crazy. JD Informant says getting rid of BET Plus makes the subscription count go up for Paramount though because some people want to watch it. Yeah, man, but it's like, is there going to still be a BET Plus? I understand like taking the app away from, having it standing on its own, but are y'all taking it away and then putting it in Paramount and we still got BET Plus? Or are you saying we just ain't doing that shit at all no more? Because that's a good way to say we don't have to make black content because BET Plus is now gone, on the app side. Q said, well said, the Panthers help the elderly ladies and the reason schools have breakfast. For sure. You right. You right. You right. You right. I missed the comment that somebody wrote. Let me find it out. Mr. Alkabulan says, Tina, we need you to talk about the African Development Bank Group Creators Program to help black creative scale and grow. Yeah, man. I mean, it's 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 a layered conversation when you start talking about like how to scale, how to grow, because there's always these weird invisible ceilings. You know what I'm saying? There's these weird ceilings that there's always these roadblocks put in place. I mean, you see everything that Ryan Coogler is going through, right now. You see what he had to go through when Sinners came out. Sinners hadn't been out 2 days. They already talking about the movie a flop. And now that Sinners, did what it did, now people are like, oh, well, is it really that good? Is it overrated? Does he really deserve all these nominations? So it's like, there's always these weird invisible ceilings. And as you can see, you could be a billionaire and still run into them, i.e. Tyler Perry. He's a billionaire. And essentially sounds like he's being forced out of his ownership stake in the company. That's what it sounds like. Now, we could be wrong. Tyler Perry may have voted to leave and say, I don't want to, deal with this. This ain't my vibe. But to me, this sounds like somebody being forced out, because who gonna leave a job paying them $150, $200 million a year? Who? They giving him that much money to develop content. Who leaving that? So it's hard, man. It's I can talk about finance all day. That is my 9 to 5. We can talk about it all day, but it's like even I know there are invisible barriers that only let people get so far. Tyler Perry only became a billionaire because he was going direct to consumer. He was having plays, hitting the streets, going direct to his customer base because nobody wanted to work with him. The white folks, because I was working in the movie industry when Tyler was coming up, they did not want to do deals with Tyler Perry. They didn't understand what he was doing. Why is there singing? What is this? I don't get it. There's not the same things they said about Black Panther. Nobody's gonna go watch this. Nobody. So Tyler Perry was like, I just got to figure out how to do it on my own. So it's tough, man. It's tough, man. It's tough, man. It's tough, man. Mr. Albucalan says 318 billion AUM management. Majors didn't know this could have saved his career. The dying Hollywood studios don't got operations like that. I mean, they still running it, man. They still running it. Q says if Sinners was a white story done by a white dude, they would have loved it. Yeah. Lauren said Tyler Perry should put his content on Zeus and build up the script side. Hey, man, you dealing with two bosses, though. You dealing with two bosses because Lenny over there at Zeus, you can't tell him nothing. He's practically built up so much wealth. So, yeah, in the perfect world, Tyler Perry and Zeus could work together, but maybe Tyler Perry's like, I don't want my content. And we ain't going to say Tyler Perry make great content, but he might be like, I don't want my content next to the women fighting. I don't know, man. I don't know what Tyler gonna. I mean, I think Tyler's gonna be okay. Don't get me wrong. Tyler still has his agreement with Amazon. He still has his agreement with Netflix. But yeah, man, this move right here is kind of interesting with him not being with BET Plus anymore, and David Ellison them saying we want full control. We want to run it. Why you want to run some black shit? Just let the blacks do it. Let the blacks do it. or maybe they got their own blacks they want to bring in. Maybe they gonna let Candace Owens run it. Maybe they gonna let Candace Owens run it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they want BET to be ran by those type of blacks and put that type of content out. Maybe that's where they going. Candace Owens. Who else is the the conservative blacks out there? Who else? Who we missing? Candace Owens. It's a man blacks out there somewhere. I know that's Republican. I can't think of. Lawrence Lawrence said he could go to stars. Yeah, yeah. Q says Tyler should help Cat build his studio and maybe they can work together and give us good black content. I think Cat Williams done had some stuff to say about Tyler. I feel like he threw a little shade at Tyler at one point. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that would be who I would call to get advice from. Billy is waiting. Said they want to run it because they think we're dumb and they're just gonna eat the propaganda. Man, I don't know, y'all. Yeah, Jason Whitlock. Yeah, yeah. Let Candace Owens and Jason Whitlock and Stephen A. Smith run BET Plus. Yeah, Jason Whitlock, Candace Owens, and Stephen A. Eric July. Oh man. Oh man. Can y'all imagine? They'll be making all type of weird movies, I bet. What y'all think a Candace Owens movie or TV show will be about? I'm gonna email Candace. I'm be like, girl, you know they hiring that BET Plus? Girl, you could do your what she's right now digging into the Erica Kirk story. Now I'm like, girl, you can go do that on BET Plus. Q says Cat don't like men who put on dress to get notoriety. I'm just saying if they could get past that, they could do good work. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Kevin Davis said Dave Ellis gonna fold Warner Brother content into Paramount. Oh yeah, of course. I mean, they already said that. I think it's the dumbest idea ever. I think it is ridiculous. I think if I own Warner Brothers and I own HBO, I would fold everything into HBO. I would not be folding everything into Paramount Plus. I'm gonna hate having to watch Game of Thrones on Paramount Plus. Hmm. I would hate that. Well, Uncle Tyler, I don't know, bruh. You gotta you know, you just gotta move on.
Wow. Wow.
They let you go, buddy. Next up. All right, so we're gonna talk a little bit about Ryan Coogler's X-Files project. We got some updates. So Ryan Coogler's X-Files reboot is underway because this new report says the pilot is supposed to film from May through June in Vancouver. Now, the old show, the OG X-Files show, was filmed in Vancouver as well. But what really caught my attention is the character breakdown, because this doesn't sound random at all. It sounds like the first case may be tied deeply to indigenous characters and the indigenous community, because I done found out what the casting calls are. So let's talk about these casting calls that are out here. All right, so they're looking for someone to play Julie. Julie is a female character in her 60s who is indigenous. She works as a child care provider and social worker. And during the investigation, she's questioned by authorities and attempts to be helpful. But then she starts to become cautious and she starts to get a little nervous as, the investigation moves on. So Julie is an older woman. So they lift you up in Vancouver and you indigenous. Ryan Coogler is hiring. Next up is Willie. So they're looking for somebody to play Willie. Willie is a male character in his 30s who's biracial. He's described as physically imposing after serving time in prison. He's now trying to distance himself from a biker gang that once protected him. Sound like them people want to pull him back into the game, and he like, nah. So Salco is a 10-year-old girl, and they said for this role, it has to be someone who is indigenous, 1000%. The actor has to come from some kind of indigenous ancestry to get this role. That is in the background. She's the daughter of a former biker who's grown up in an unstable environment. She's very smart, very athletic. This is the character for Salco. Jen is a female character, athletic in her 30s, who's indigenous as well. She works as a Bureau of Indian Affairs police officers, and she helps out with the investigation. Now, this last character, her name is Cynthia, and she's indigenous as well. She struggled with her mental health prior to disappearing 2 years earlier. It's a non-speaking role, and she's the mother of a girl. They don't tell us which girl she's the mother of, but they say she's the mother of a girl. So I don't know if she is the mother of Salco here in the middle, you know what I'm saying? And is Willie the baby daddy? It sounds like it's something going on right here with them three, you know what I'm saying? Salco is the daughter, Willie is the daddy, and the lady, the mama, she down here at the bottom. That's what I'm guessing. So when you put all that together, it sounds like this first episode is going to have something to do with a missing woman, a child, a biker gang, and ain't no telling what the hell Ryan Coogler got going on. But if you're in Vancouver or you want to travel to Vancouver, they are looking for these 5 roles right now. They're looking for people to get the job. All right, Dan the Man, you an actor. Tell them people you indigenous and go up there and see if you can be Willie. Go get the job. Now, this indigenous angle seems near and dear to Coogler because, of course, Namor is indigenous. We saw the Choctaw and Center. So it looks like Daniel Deadweiler will be involved with this biker gang, trying to figure out what's going on with this missing person and all this weird stuff. That's going to be the plot of the first episode. He better make that first episode good and strong out of the box. You know what I'm saying? This better be good. We still don't know who Danielle's co-worker is going to be. They're either keeping that under wraps or they're heavy in negotiations trying to work that deal out because we got to find out who her partner going to be. Some people said it should be Jonathan Majors. I think that would be so good for him, but I don't think Disney want to work with him. I just don't think Disney wants to work with him. Are y'all excited about XFiles? It's gonna come on Hulu. Are y'all gonna watch it? And I think this also means that Black Panther 3 probably won't start filming until sometime next year. Heck, maybe even the middle of next year, depending on how much Ryan Coogler is going to be needed for XFiles, because keep in mind, he's not going to be doing like the directing on every single episode. He has a showrunner to kind of handle that. He probably going to direct like 1 or 2 episodes. So I don't know when they're going to get started on Black Panther 3. I don't know. Now I'm curious, but we shall see. All right, let's see what y'all got. Q says bring back Mulder and Scully. I talked about this last week. I said I think it would be cool to bring them back for like 1 or 2 episodes and maybe make them like, senators or congressmen or maybe even the heads of the department as a passing of the torch. So I think they can show up. Mr. Akbulan, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, says X-Files cinematography was so good, reminds me of the work of Dwayne McDuffie. Yeah, X-Files had solid cinematography. Billy is waiting says, this sounds cool as hell. Lauren said, watch it be Pedro. Culture Maze said, I didn't really like the first iteration, but this sounds good. They said Majors is done. He got to come do some AFNDB Nollywood work. I don't know what old John gonna do. I don't know. The Magician says, I'm such a fan of the original. I love Ryan Coogler, so we gonna check it out. Yeah, man. If he knocks this one out of the park, he might be one of the most unstoppable directors in the future. Like, he ain't lost yet. So Next up, Aaron Pierre. That's Mufasa. All right. So Deadline is reporting that Aaron Pierre will appear in the next Superman movie, Superman Man of Tomorrow. He'll be reprising his role as Jon Stewart. And honestly, I thought most of us already knew that he was coming back because when James Gunn posted on Instagram that he was doing Superman Part 2, all of the actors started getting in the comments and was like, yeah, Aaron Pierre was one of the first people in the comments like, let's go. So I thought everybody knew he was coming back. I thought this was like common knowledge. Yeah, he's gonna be in this movie. And you know what? The more you watch how James Gunn's move, the more you watch how James Gunn move, the more obvious it becomes that Aaron Pierre is somebody he's really, really invested in. This don't feel like a one-off appearance. This feels like somebody Gunn is positioning as one of the pillars of the DCU outside of Superman himself. Because remember, Pierre, he's already playing Jon Stewart in the upcoming Lanterns TV show. And of course, if that lands the way they want, I wouldn't be surprised if Gunn decides to do a Jon Stewart solo movie if he stays with Paramount. Hell, we don't know what the hell going on over there at this point. Shit. And another thing that kind of always stuck with me, Gunn has mentioned multiple times that he's had meetings with Ryan Coogler now. Maybe that's just general industry conversations, but when you start connecting the dots, it makes me wonder if there's a bigger plan for Aaron Pierre inside the DC universe, because I've been saying this for a while now. Gunn, he don't seem to like be caring about Static. I don't see that he's really focused on Mr. Terrific. It feels like he wants to bet the house on Aaron Pierre. Seems like Aaron Pierre is his guy. And I've always said he was courting Coogler because he saw what Coogler has done with Creed, with Black Panther, with Sinners, and he probably was like, hey man, I got the new hot guy, Aaron Pierre, Jon Stewart. You know, the Jon Stewart movie is yours if you want it. It's yours if you want it. Because he didn't have to tell us that he told us multiple times he's been meeting with Ryan Coogler. Directors meet up all the time and it never becomes public knowledge, but it's like James Gunn was telling us, hey, y'all know I met with Ryan Coogler. You know, I was talking to Ryan Coogler today. So I think he was doing it to kind of get, the internet talking, to maybe convince Ryan Coogler to come over there and play ball with him. But honestly, I don't think Coogler is interested in doing a Jon Stewart movie unless he has a lot of control and he's getting paid. That's what I think. And I know right now there's issues with Static, so I don't want to give him too much. I don't want to give James Gunn too much hell about Static, but we getting a Jimmy Olsen show. Like, why are we getting Jimmy Olsen show? They not working on no Mr. Terrific. They not working on Waller. They not working on Static. Jimmy Olsen. This is how you know what means a lot to James Gunn by the projects he decides to make. So I think when it comes to Black representation, right now Aaron Pierre is his guy. That's it. That's just what I think. I think he is bought into him. I think he likes him, and I think he has been courting Ryan Coogler, and he wants Ryan Coogler over there to play ball. But yeah, that's the news. Aaron Pierre is going to be in Superman Part 2. I don't know. It's not really big news. Y'all should already known that if y'all a DC fan. If you're not DC fan, it's news to y'all. Aaron Pierre is going to be in Superman Part 2. Next up, and if you look at what's quietly coming together, it does look like Gunn might be slowly assembling his Justice League Foundation, because we got Superman, we got Jon Stewart, we got Hawkgirl, and then there was rumors that, Martian Manhunter is somewhere in the mix. There was rumors about Wonder Woman. Only thing missing right now is Batman and Flash. So I think he's clearly trying to build to something. I think he's laying the little Lego pieces down. It may not all make sense to us, but it looks like it's trying to come together. He's trying to get it right. And on the villain side, there's also talk that, we talked about this before, that Maxima is going to be one of the antagonists in the film. And now casting rumors are already flying around. Emma Mackey is the name that Jeff Snyder mentioned. Jeff Snyder said he heard, they're looking at Emma Mackey. Another name that's floating around, and this is coming from Top Prime News, is Eva De Domicio. Emma is definitely a lot taller. She's the one on the left. And if I can remember the casting for this role, they wanted someone who's a little taller, physically fit, athletic build. So Emma looks more close to fit for this role. The other lady on the side, Eva, she's only like 5'5", 5'6". Emma, she's like 5'9", 5'10". So could be her. She could be, getting it. But when you step back, look at it all together, it does feel like James Gunn is trying to build the DCU out piece by piece. This Superman movie got a lot of people in it. I hope everything works out. Is what I'll say. James Gunn got a lot going on in this Superman movie. A lot. A lot. All right, let's check the comments. All right, Culture Maze says, I hope the Lantern Show doesn't taint his appearance in Superman. I have confidence in Lanterns. I think Lanterns is going to be good. I do. I have confidence in Lanterns. S. Jaddick says, Cougar probably directs the pilot and the finale. Yes, you're right. He's talking about X-Files, y'all. And he says, I don't care if there's no T'Challa in Black Panther 3. Mr. Akbulan says James Gunn is trying to recreate the Justice League. Dwayne McDuffie work. We'll see, though. Yeah, we'll see. Lauren said James Gunn likes a certain type of black in his projects. Say a certain type of black. The Magician said, let's give them Static. Yeah, man. I would love to see a Static project. I talked about this months ago. I said, whoever does Static or Miles Morales first in live action wins. They need to hurry up and get that done. Mr. Albu Kalan, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but it says, Milestone Static creators got to leave and get more sponsorship, mergers, and acquisitions within Black organizations. Yeah, man. But I think if I remember correctly, a lot of stuff was left up to his wife when McDuffie passed away. So it sounds like she's in control of all of that. Does she want to work with Black creators? That's the question. Magician says Waller at least, child. We don't know where Auntie Viola Davis at. As Jaddick says, Coogler might do a good Green Lantern, but I sure as heck don't want him on Mr. Terrific. We saw what Ryan did to the last male Black super genius he got his hands on. Don't need a repeat. Q says, I'm cool on Coogler. Comic book movies. Culture Maze said Gunn does weird characters to try to put his mark on them. Peacemaker was nothing like that in the comics. Y'all know James Gunn do what he want to do. Culture Maze says, I don't understand the Coogler hate. Chadwick really decided how T'Challa would be portrayed. Yeah, I think it was definitely a dual decision between Ryan Coogler and Chadwick Boseman for sure. Mr. Abul said, which character is she supposed to be? Big Barda? No, Maxima. Q says, I'm not hating on Coogler. I love Sinners. I just don't like his comic book films. I respect that. I think everybody has their right to, put criticism out there. As Jaddick said, did he? Coogler stripped T'Challa of his super genius, killed him, then blocked him in X-Men 97, minimized his role in Marvel Zombies. Sinners is good, but as far as Black Panther, F. Ryan. Damn. Mr. Abu Kalan says, Tina, are you more confident in Lanterns than you had in Penguin when it dropped? Am I more confident in Lanterns? Well, I'm just going to say I'm an HBO fan, and HBO just does not make bad projects. I knew I was going to like the Penguin because I knew it was going to be like mobsters and gangsters and stuff like that. So that's already my type of vibe. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be messy. I knew it was gonna be family drama. I said, this is what I like, messiness. Lanterns, I think, is gonna be good because you got two good actors, you got a good writer of the story, and I think it's gonna get cosmic. People are so worried that Lanterns is just gonna be so grounded. They gonna get there. They gonna get cosmic. So I have confidence in Lanterns. I feel like they got a good team working over there. Kevin Davis said James Gunn DC Studios has been a decent grade C. All right, so what has James Gunn put out? Creature Commandos, Superman. What was the TV show? We Peacemaker. Has he only done 3 projects? Has it just been those 3? Do we count Suicide Squad or we throw that away? Yeah, he batting about a 70. All right. Mr. Akbu said Milestone is actually controlled by Denny Cowan's The Universe. Okay, so maybe I need to look a little bit more because I thought. So what's going on with the Static character then? I thought there was some issues with the wife and with Dwayne with McDuffie's wife, and she owns the rights and she don't want to play ball with this and that. I might have to go look that stuff up. She said finally made a live stream today. What's up, Tina? We about done, she. We about done, y'all. Okay, next up. What we got? What we got? Spider-Man. All right. So we just got our first look at Tombstone in the upcoming Spider-Man Noir series. So we talking about Spider-Man Noir, not the Spider-Man movie. Spider-Man TV show that's coming on Netflix. So on the left, this is what Tombstone is going to look like in Spider-Man Noir. Now, traditionally in Marvel Comics, Tombstone, aka Lonnie Lincoln, is portrayed as an albino black man with pale skin, sharpened teeth. You know, that's part of his whole intimidating look. But the Spider-Man Noir version is flipping that on its head. Because this Tombstone is dark skinned. And from the images, y'all probably can't see it. It's a little blurry, but it looks like he has tribal markings on his arms and in his face. He has like tribal markings. So I wonder, is he connected to the motherland? I wonder, are they changing his background? Culture Made said they made Tombstone Luke Cage. He has tribal markings on him though, so that's different. That is, that's different. And honestly, I'm kind of cool with the change, y'all. I'm cool with the change because if you remember in the upcoming Spider-Man Brand New Day movie, we're already gonna get a comic accurate Tombstone played by Marvin Jones, who actually does fit, the original look because Marvin is, albino. So the movie is gonna give us a traditional Tombstone. The Spider-Man Noir is switching things up and we getting something a little different. You know what I'm saying? I'm so interested about these tribal markings on him. Like, why is he marked up? And in the 1930s? Because this TV show is taking place in the 30s. I don't know. I'm interested. So it lets the character feel fresh, different from the movies. People should not be able to get them mixed up at all. I'm excited for Spider-Man Noir. I feel like it is a good year for movies and TV shows. We got Spider-Man Noir, Lanterns, Interview with the Vampire. What else is coming out? It's so many good TV shows coming out. I'm excited about Spider-Man Noir. So when I saw this design, I like it. I wasn't upset. I'm like, this is different. This is new. He's not albino. He's dark skin with tribal markings. What does that mean? Y'all know I'm nosy. I want to know what's going on. Why does he have tribal markings? I am interested. All right. More Spider-Man news. Oh, let me read y'all comments before we move on. Black Mama says James Gunn has to hit a home run or he'll be gone by the end of 2027. I think his contract is up next spring. So we'll see. Yeah, his contract's up next spring. S. Jaddock says he kind of looks like Klingon from Star Trek. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Culture May said they should have used Hammerhead or something. S. Jaddick says Marvin Jones is the GOAT. Incredible in Black Lightning. His dialogue was crazy. He was crazy. I need to go back and see, like, was he freestyling some of the shit he was saying, or was that in the script? Because he would say some crazy stuff. Chilling in the basement. Say we eating good this year. Yeah, man, it's a good year. Chilling in the basement does content, y'all, too. If y'all like Marvel stuff. Mr. Outboot Kalan, you says Interview with the Vampire coming with the show now. Interview with the Vampire we 2 seasons deep, baby. We are 2 seasons deep in Interview with the Vampire. We going on season 3. Yes. And it's black people in Interview with the Vampire. Chillin said, yep, spring 2027 is when Gunn could go bye-bye. Y'all think James Gunn gonna leave? You don't think he want to see it through? Y'all think he gonna leave? Where he gonna go? Where him and Tyler Perry gonna go? Where him and Uncle Tyler gonna go? He can't come back to Marvel. James Gunn can't come back to Marvel. Because when James Gunn left and thought he was finna be the man at DC, he was throwing so much shade at Kevin Feige. He was like, oh, over here in DC, we don't make movies without scripts. What? He was throwing so much shade at Kevin Feige when he left. He was just big dogging it. So, can he come back? If I was Kevin Feige, I'd be like, hell no. Oh shit. Stay over there. We ain't hiring. We don't need nobody. We know we're good. Because he was being shady. He was being real shady to Kevin. So I don't know. James Gunn might need to buckle his pants up, get him a little red MAGA hat, and just play nice in them people's face and get your stuff made. See it through. At least build your Justice League out. Buckle down. We all hate our boss. Shit. Where you gonna go? Where you going? Netflix? Amazon? You better keep your ass where you at. He better stay where he at and play nice. Yeah, you better go get that MAGA hat. That's what I do in the first meeting. Hey, jobs is slim for everybody. Not just look and see. Sometimes people be like, you know, poor people. It's hard for poor people to get jobs. It's hard for rich people to get jobs too, because it's like, where he gonna go? Where James Gunn gonna go? He better keep his ass there. Where you finna go? He better stay there. As Jaddick says, depends on how Doomsday and Secret Wars does at the box office. Kevin brought the Russos back. Kevin ain't adverse to going back to well enough after L's. The Russos wasn't being shady to Kevin Feige. And if we keeping it a buck, Disney pushed the Russos out. Disney pushed the Russos, Chris Evans, RDJ, Scarlett Joe. They pushed all them out because they didn't want to pay them people. That's the real work. They didn't want to pay them. I don't really think it was no beef with Kevin Feige. Disney wanted them people gone. They were spending too much money. And Kevin Feige had to go back begging and pleading and had to tell Disney to open the bank up, child. Black Mama says Gunn can work for Sony. Yeah, you know what? I didn't think about that. You're right. He can go work for Sony. We talking about Sony, and I'm not even thinking that he can go work for Sony. Yeah, he could do that. Yeah. What we got next? All right, so there's a new... let me go ahead and put the spoiler alert up for people, child. I be trying to be considerate. Hold on. Let me put the spoiler alert. Where's it at?
Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. You don't want spoilers, you better skirt. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. You don't want spoilers, you better skirt.
I We trying to be considerate, so we heading into rumor territory. So there's a new rumor floating around from the scooper My Time to Shine Hello, saying that Spider-Man might actually get the symbiote in the black suit during Secret Wars. And if that's true, it actually kind of lines up perfectly with what happened in the comics, because if y'all, read Secret Wars, in the original storyline, Peter Parker ends up on Battle World, and at one point, Spider-Man, he thinks he done found like a high-tech alien suit that can respond to his thoughts, but it was just a damn symbiote. Now, if the MCU follows the blueprint in Avengers Secret Wars, that could be a really smart way to introduce the black suit for Spider-Man. Instead of just dropping it in like a random solo movie, you can kind of bring it all together during Secret Wars, the multiversal wars, where everything is kind of crashing down, all kind of alien tech and crazy situations. And honestly, fans have been waiting to see Tom Holland get the black suit for a long time now. So My Time to Shine Hello said that Peter Parker will have the black suit in Secret Wars. He said, child. And there's also rumors that the new Spider-Man trailer is coming sometime next week. I think I seen some people saying Wednesday, some people saying Thursday. So y'all be on the lookout. We finally gonna get a Spider-Man trailer. Are we gonna find out is Sadie Sink Jean Grey? That's the only thing I want to know. I don't care about nothing else. I just want to know if she Jean Grey, because then that'll give me enough time to accept that Sadie Sink is Jean Grey. Oh, I just don't like that casting. Oh, y'all, I don't like it. I just I don't like it. But I guess we'll find out. Or Sony might be smart and might show Sadie Sink, and we still don't know if she Jean Grey or not. We might still just be completely lost. Hell, I don't know. um, she said Marvel would be tripping over themselves trying to get Jimmy Guns back. Yes, that would seem like, yeah, just moonwalking back. All right, next up. All right, so there are new reports floating around from the YouTube channel, big channel, Everything Always. And according to them, She-Hulk might actually be showing up in Avengers Doomsday. And not only that, she's supposed to be on Sam Wilson's Avengers teams. Now, when you think about it, this actually kind of lines up pretty well with the breadcrumbs that Marvel has been leaving. Because if y'all remember, at the end of Fantastic Four, the Thunderbolts was talking about Sam was out here trying to copyright the Avengers. Say Sam was trying to copyright the Avengers name. And if you're trying to, get stuff taken care of legally, who you gonna call? A lawyer. And a lawyer who just happens to be a superhero would be She-Hulk. Why not call her? Why not? Now, some folks was wondering if Tatiana Maslany, the actor who plays She-Hulk, was still even in Marvel's good graces after the whole Jimmy Kimmel situation. She was pretty vocal when Jimmy got fired and even told people to cancel their Disney Plus subscription until he came back. So the internet started speculating, hey, did Disney fire her? But honestly, I never bought into that theory at all. That's why I never reported on it. Y'all know it was rumors going around that she had been fired because Disney didn't like what she was saying. I never believed it because it never made sense. I never reported on it on the channel that Marvel was possibly firing her, because if people are already mad that Disney got rid of Jimmy Kimmel, can you imagine the backlash if they got rid of the Hulks too? You just start firing Hulks. Because don't forget, Mark Ruffalo, he's not a quiet guy when it came down to politics. Mark Ruffalo is vocal as hell. So I never believed they were getting rid of her, because that's a damn lawsuit. Because if I'm her, don't fire me for being vocal, because you ain't fired Mark Ruffalo. And y'all fired Jimmy Kimmel and brought him back, so don't get to firing me. Plus, Tatiana Maslany and Mark Ruffalo, they wasn't really like attacking Marvel. Their frustration was more so with the idea that the president of the United States can have that much influence over late night television. Like, how you calling Disney to get somebody fired? So I think the controversy kind of got blown up bigger than it was. But according to this new scoop, Tatiana Maslany as She-Hulk will very much be back in Doomsday, and she's going to be a part of Sam's team. She's going to be an Avenger. But once again, we're going to keep that in the rumor category. It's coming from everything always, their channel. That's what they're saying. All right, let's see what y'all saying. S. Jack says, insane if Sony bullied Kevin enough to hand over Hulk, the Punisher, and Jean Grey. Just shows how weak the MCU was looking at that point. Culture May says, I hope they do use She-Hulk right. She could have been in Brave New World. Yeah. Q said, who's playing She-Hulk? Didn't she quit? I think that was just a rumor. We kind of talked about that. S. Jaddick says Tatiana is kind of why Michael B. Jordan's twin performance didn't dazzle me in Sinners. I saw her play like 6+ clones for multiple seasons on Orphan Black. Insane work. Yeah. She said, I liked her. The writing for the show just sucked. Yeah, it was definitely the writing. I think I'm glad she's coming back if she is coming back. S. Jaddick says, funny how both the Hulks are such lefty in politics. Oh, yep. You can't fire one Hulk and not fire the other. That's another goddamn lawsuit. Yeah, hopefully, the Russos, if she is in this, hopefully the Russos can kind of help redeem her a little bit, because that show just went off the rails. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened to the She-Hulk show. It started out okay. By the time you get to episode 4, I was like, what is going on? All right, moving on. All right, so here's an interesting little rumor floating around. Scooper Alex P is saying the Young Avengers could end up playing a role at the end of the multiverse saga, similar to what Ant-Man did in Endgame, meaning they might not be the main focus of the story, but they could be the ones who help unlock the solution to the multiverse. Now, apparently, Kate Bishop is rumored to be one of the co-leaders of the team, which honestly, makes sense considering how much Marvel has been positioning her since Hawkeye. But here's where it gets a little tricky, because if y'all have read the comics of Secret Wars, the Young Avengers ain't really in there. They ain't really in there. That said, there are some pieces on the board that could start connecting things, because Paul Bettany, who plays Vision, he's already confirmed that he's going to be filming for Secret Wars this summer. So we know the Vision show is on the way. Meanwhile, Wiccan, he is currently on a mission to find his brother Speed. And according to that setup, Speed is going to be with Vision. So maybe Marvel is building towards a moment where Vision, Wiccan, Speed, and Kate Bishop end up forming like the core of the Young Avengers. I just don't understand how the hell they end up in Secret Wars. I'm not sure how all these puzzle pieces come together for Secret Wars, but it definitely feels like Marvel is trying to set them up some kind of way. But it's like, why the hell is the Young Avengers gonna be like a big role in Secret Wars? Like, what? I'm trying to put it together. I'm just trying to put it together, child. Blue's house said, "What up, Tina? What up, Blue?" As Jack said, they need to give up on the Young Avengers. Trying to insert Children's Crusade into Secret Wars ain't gonna work. Yeah, that's what it sounds like they trying to do, and it sounds like that's gonna get messy. Like, are you finna try to kind of like have them trying to go after their mama in Secret Wars? It's a lot. It's just a lot. The Magician says, I'm just so not invested in the idea of the Young Avengers, but I'm trying. Just give me the X-Men. Just give us the X-Men. Culture Maze says, I hope they don't waste the character of Wiccan. Yeah, man, I like Wiccan. Marvel just really be fumbling sometimes. Like they be having plans and they just don't stick to the plans. Just finish the plan. Like, why are you setting this up and not finishing it, but finish it in an impactful way? Finish it in a way that makes sense. Because what the hell is the Young Avengers doing in Secret Wars? they doing? Blue said, fight them, don't know what the hell to do. What's going on? All right. Speaking of Children's Crusade, let's talk about Wanda. All right, so another Scarlet Witch rumor is starting to make its round. So the Beyond Reporter, Scooper on Twitter, according to them, Elizabeth Olsen is expected to return in Avengers Doomsday, but the twist is that Dr. Doom might actually put a spell on Wanda at some point in the story. And if that ends up being true, I mean, it's kind of following the comics a little bit. I'm just so tired of Wanda like going through it. Damn. Now she's gonna be mind controlled by Dr. Doom. Damn. Wanda just can't get right. Golly. Now, if you've been following these rumors for the last year, you already know the Scarlet Witch has probably had more conflicting reports than any character in the multiverse saga. At one point, we was hearing that she ain't in it, which I really thought she wasn't in it. I think they was playing with my girl Money. So at one point she wasn't in it. Then we started hearing rumors that she's gonna be in it, but she's in a romantic relationship with Dr. Doom. You know, that kind of follows. Then there was rumors saying something different, that Wanda is actually going to be in the X-Men universe, standing side by side with Magneto and Quicksilver in X-Men Utopia. That was a rumor. That idea would have obviously leaned more into her comic book family connections, deep family ties. But if Doom really is the central villain of this saga, the idea of him trying to control the most powerful magic user in the MCU actually makes sense. In the comics, Doom has always been obsessed with power sources. So I could see it happening. And let's be honest, Wanda is still one of the most dangerous characters Marvel has ever introduced. We literally watched her tear through the Illuminati in the Multiverse of Madness movie. She was tearing everybody's ass up. Everybody could get it. So if Doom manages to get control over that kind of power, amen. Amen. But right now it's just rumors. Marvel has kept the Scarlet Witch's future very quiet since the Multiverse of Madness. But if Dr. Doom gets control of Wanda, my sis just can't win. She just be going through it. Oh my God. And you know what? I don't think sometimes I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say I don't think. I think these these directors need to be more cognizant of the emotional trauma they putting Elizabeth Olsen through. Because no matter how much of an actor you are, sometimes you do get consumed in these roles. Like, I'm tired of my sis being sad and depressed and just negativity. God damn. From the moment we meet Wanda, she be going through some shit. She ain't never had a good time until she took over Westview. That was the time of her life. Damn. They need to stop putting Elizabeth Olsen through it. Damn, give her a good story where she ain't got to be stressed out. I know she tired of taking that shit home every damn movie. Damn, my sister win. Chilling in the Basement says Wanda is going to be a part of the Golden Mask Coven. Yeah, I heard that rumor too. There's so many Wanda rumors. Like, one rumor is she's one of the witches in the coven. Another rumor is her and Dr. Doom are actually in a relationship. It's just Wanda rumors everywhere. Eshadic says, I wonder if Wanda will have amnesia. Did they finally play Lizzie her money? That's right. Danny Man says Wanda been evil. Yes, she got a heart and good-hearted dudes, but that witch is evil. Stop simping for her. Multiverse of Madness finally showed that witch for who she is. Oh. All of these characters are evil if we keeping it real. Like, all of these characters are evil. Iron Man be doing some crazy shit. He was a warmongerer. Doctor Strange, he's a DEI hire. He forced himself into Camouflage. He be doing, all of them are evil. But some of them get to have redemption. Wanda has just been going through it mentally since we met her. Like, she ain't never had no peace. She just can't have no peace. As Jadik said, they're gonna bring back Mordo. I think you bring Mordo back. He could be one of the Barons. Danny Man said, I see Wonder Man giving her that Wonder Spark to turn her from Doom. No, can we not do that? Can we not have a Wonder Man Scarlet Witch relationship? We ain't gotta follow everything in the comics. We just ain't. She said, how the hell is Doom gonna accomplish all these things? Hey man, they got a lot going on. Hey, Robert Downey gonna be getting busy, baby.
Dr. Doom. Dr. Doom, Dr. Doom, Dr. I am Doom, you are Doom.
Dr. Doom gonna be getting busy, boy. He got a lot to do. Oh, dear. Culture May said, but Tina, that's Wanda's story in the arc. It's all tragedy. I'm tired of my sister suffering. The magician says, I want Wanda more combat, like in, yeah, I want to see her get busy too, but I'm tired of them putting Wanda connected to some man. She got to be, connected to a man. It's either Vision or her brother, and now you trying to connect her to Dr. Doom. Just let my sister get her kids. Let my sister get her kids and live her life. Damn. Be stressing my girl out. Last topic, y'all. Then we finna get out here. I don't went 20 minutes too early. Oh, we don't went 2 hours. Y'all know that's over my time. Over my time. We don't went too late. This is gonna be the last topic. And I got y'all a possible spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. You don't spoil it. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. You don't spoil it. Better leave. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. You don't spoil it. You better skirt. Spoiler alert. You don't spoil it.
Dr. Doom was getting down, wasn't he? All right, so this is going to be a potential Doomsday spoiler. It is going to be a rumor. So, Lewis Pullman, who's playing Sentry, recently did an interview and basically described the Marvel press tour experience perfectly. He said, talking about Marvel is like doing this weird dance where you're saying words and you're trying to reveal something, but you're trying to keep it to yourself. He even compared the scale of the story to like ancient epics, which honestly tracks when you think about it. I mean, the Russos always kind of like handle these big movies well. So this is what he said in an interview. He said every character has their moments that builds the dimensions for them. He says the Russo brothers did so well. They did not want anyone just sitting down in the background. They really took to heart the responsibility of having some of the best actors in the world working they really took the responsibility of having some of the best actors in the world all working together. There's really a lot of exciting pair-ups that happen. A lot of fans will be excited. So it's fun to dream. What if A and B work together? You get to see a lot of these fantasies come into fruition. So he's pretty much saying that even though it's a lot of people in this movie, the Russos did a great job giving everybody like their own part. Like it's not just gonna feel like cameos. Everybody is gonna have their own time to shine. And if there's one thing we've seen, this is what I will give the Russos. They know how to juggle a ton of characters without the movie falling apart. They pulled it off in Civil War, then they scaled up. They did it bigger in Infinity War and then Endgame. So they do a good job handling a lot of people. These movies have massive casts and they have still managed to give everyone a moment when it mattered. So I expect them to do the same in Doomsday. I think they're going to do a good job handling everything. I think there are going to be some points in the story where us super fans, we're gonna be like, hey, that don't make sense. That's not what y'all said in Loki. That's not what y'all said in, I think they're gonna have little things like that creep through. They're gonna have continuity issues, things like that. But as far as the actors, I think they're gonna do a good job making sure everybody gets their shine. So That'll work out. So Lewis Pullman said, you don't have to worry. This is not going to feel just like a cameo fest. Everybody really gets their time to shine. There was also a rumor going around earlier this week that Dr. Doom is going to take Sentry. Y'all know Sentry is super, super powerful, him and Wanda. And there was a rumor that Sentry is going to be how he makes Battle World. It's so many goddamn rumors. Now, last week we heard he going to go to the TVA, beat up Loki, take the timelines, smash them together, and that's how Battle World is formed. Now we're hearing that Sentry is going to be a part of that formation too, and that he's going to be using Sentry as a power source. Poor Sentry, he be going through it too. God damn, Sentry and Wanda just can't get right. This movie got a lot going on, y'all. I don't know. It's a lot. Then the man said that was RDJ when he was finding out he was getting paid them big bucks. Yep. S. Jaddick says, we really think Falcon, Torres, and Ghost is going to do anything of note. I think so. I think you can find out a way to do it. Because if you think about it in Infinity War, what's Gamora's sister? Why am I going blank? Gamora's sister. Nebula. I mean, even Nebula had something to do. Rocket had something to do. Groot had something to do. Like, I'm trying to think of all the little characters who you think wouldn't have an important role. I think they did a good job in Infinity War, giving everybody something where it just didn't feel like kind of random. So, Dan the Man says, I expect nothing else. It trips me out when folks say, oh my gosh, how are they going to juggle all these characters? We've seen them do it before and they'll do it again. Now, Dan the Man, we ain't seen them do this before. They done juggled a lot of characters before, but this is a lot. This is a lot. This is different. This is really going up a level. But it can be done. Culture Maid said Falcon is going to have one of the greatest speeches ever and talk Doom down. I don't know what the hell Captain Falcon going to be doing. He better go over there and hang out with Shuri and Wakanda and all them. And I don't know. I don't know what Captain Falcon going to do. I don't know. I really don't know. Culture Maid says, I do trust the Russos with these characters. Yeah, you're right, Chillin'. It was Nebula. Danny Man says the best development for me would be, for Falcon would be to make him a mutant. We can't make Falcon a mutant. He can't be no mutant. S. Jaddick says Sam was just there in Infinity War. I feel like Sam did fly through in Wakanda and was dropping the bombs now. He did have a little part. I'm trying to think. What else is where was Sam when everything was going on? Was Sam where was Sam now that I'm thinking about it? Because I know Black Widow and Cap, they was on the outskirts. Where the hell was Sam? What was Sam doing? I know he showed up with them in Wakanda, but how did they all meet? Where did they? I gotta go back and watch Infinity War. Then the man said Sam did the pew pew on Thanos. How did they meet up with Sam? Where was Sam at? Was Sam and Rhodey together? I really can't remember. Cause Iron Man was with Doctor Strange and Spiderman. Who was Sam with, y'all? Can y'all remember in Infinity War? Who was Sam with? Like, how did he even Sam was Sam with Camp? Oh, Sam did like go off. I don't know why I thought Sam stayed with Iron Man, but y'all right. Sam was on the run. But when Black Widow and Cap showed up, Sam wasn't there. So where the hell was Sam? I gotta go back and watch Infinity War tonight. Because I don't remember. I gotta go back and watch Infinity War. All right, y'all. 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's past my time. Y'all know we only supposed to do an hour and a half, 2 hours. So it's about time to get up out of here. What y'all got? Y'all got any final words? I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, man. Good show. Think we had some fun today. What y'all got? Any final thoughts? Oh, y'all, go to my website. I got some little t-shirts up. I'm gonna be putting some more up. Y'all go to my website, look at my t-shirts. I got a t-shirt on that I made now. It's called There's Vampires in the Hive. Because in interview with the vampire said he part of the beehive. So I made some There's Vampire in the Hive t-shirts. But I also got some other t-shirts up too, you know. Game of Thrones, Marvel, and Interview with the Vampire. Y'all go check my website out if y'all see anything y'all like. And give me some other t-shirt ideas too. Dan the Man said, final words. Next up, DC versus Marvel after Secret Wars. Make it happen. Yeah. Chilling in the Basement says 2.5 hours is light work. I respect y'all streamers who can stream for 3, 4, 5 hours. I can't do it. I can't do it. I just can't. Good 2 hours y'all get out of me. That's it. Y'all getting this good, strong 2 hours. Did I tell y'all I'm going to CinemaCon? Going to CinemaCon, so hopefully I can get some good stuff from there, and hopefully my Wi-Fi is good in my hotel. I'm staying at a great hotel, but I think it's gonna be so many people there. Hopefully the Wi-Fi isn't crazy and I can still like stream and put videos out. But yeah, I'm going to CinemaCon, so hopefully we can get some information there, see what's going on. S. Jadix says, fun as always, Tina. I didn't even threaten to ban you today, S. Jadix, or did I? I only threatened to kick out Dan the Man and who said they didn't like Zendaya? Who was that? I only threatened to kick out 2 people today. Dan the Man said, did Geeky ever update us on T'Challa? No. No, he hasn't. Maybe I should hit him up. I haven't hit him up though. I haven't asked. I told y'all like I don't be like chasing behind people, but I'll hit him up. I'll hit him up and ask. Was it Jay? Was Jay the one who was hating on Zendaya? I'm gonna get him banned. I'm gonna get him kicked out. He is gonna end up banned.
Find out who that is, get him banned. We don't do that. I ain't the one, baby. I take no disrespect.
That's right. Coming here saying that crazy stuff. Get threatened to get banned. Shout out to everybody who became members today. Culture May emailed me, when you become a member of my channel, I always send a token of my appreciation. Shout out to everybody who sent me super chats. Shout out to everybody who comments in the chat. Shout out to everybody on the replay gang. Shout out for some of my OGs who show up every Friday with me. The Magician, Dan the Man, Culture May, Q, Xavier, Lawrence, Sheed. Shout out. I really appreciate y'all. I really do. I really appreciate y'all. Y'all said, what is that? Let me play that clip. That's my I'm gonna get you banned clip. That's my clip. Get you the hell up out of here clip. Let me play it again.
Find out who that is, get him banned. We don't do that. I ain't the one, baby. I take no disrespect.
That's right. It's my favorite clip. That man said Tina can't ban me. S. Jadix used to be the only person I threatened to ban. Now I gotta threaten to ban 3, 4, 5 of y'all now. Now it's S. Jadix, now it's Dan the Man, now it's Jay. Y'all getting too comfortable. That's what the problem is. Y'all getting too comfortable around here. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are getting too comfortable. Y'all start talking to me crazy. Y'all know y'all not finna come over here and talk about no black women. Y'all take that somewhere else. Y'all not finna come over here and talk about Zendaya. Y'all gonna have some respect when you come up in here. Y'all see, I ain't even talk bad about Candace Owens. I said Candace Owens should run BET Plus. I even gave Candace Owens some props. Mm-hmm. Not talking about no black women over here. That's right. But you know what? You know what, y'all? I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all next Friday. And like the outro song says, we are a family here. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me in the movie lair.
Man, I love being black. I love y'all.